Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. I got a question for you guys, and I want you to honestly answer it in the comments below. When do you plan on selling? 5 years, 10 years, 20? If you aren't planning on selling anytime soon, then you shouldn't be worried or panicking about the price of silver anytime soon. We don't need validation like they do. We understand silver's true value, so when people criticize or bash silver in the meantime, missing out on critical opportunity to get it for cheap while it's still undervalued, we can be the ones selling it to them when they finally get on board a couple years later after it already explodes. This is Silver Slayer, and welcome to my channel. Now, trust me, I do understand why people get a little worried, get a little finicky when the prices stay low. People want that gratification. People want that confirmation, that validation that the prices are rising or that they can rise. But we already know they can rise. Not even 10 years ago, silver was $50. We know that silver can get back in that range, and we know it can go much higher. Understanding the true value of silver. And I always say this, as a beginner, if you are a beginner, you have to have faith in the markets. You can't be investing into something that you don't believe in, right? The whole point of investing is believing in that. You're investing into that idea. You're investing into that asset. You believe in its future. Gambling is just throwing your money on the table and hoping it sticks. We are investors, not gamblers. We invest in silver because we see the long term, we see the full picture. So if you understand, or when you understand silver's true value, then the prices right now will be irrelevant to you. All it means is you can get silver at a discount, one last time, because I don't think prices are going to be this low for very much longer. I think by next year we're going to be wishing we could go back in time and buy and pay $25 for an ounce of silver. Now we're going to see a lot of these stock like sources, these articles talking about why silver's not convincing enough, and why, since it's low you shouldn't buy it. That's investing backwards to me. If something's low, why would you tell people not to buy it? That means it's cheap. And these people know the direction the dollar's going. These people know what happens when precious metals are down and the dollar's up, or vice versa. They know where the economy's headed. So I don't understand why they try to shame silver or make it seem like silver is a bad investment when it's low. You should be buying it then more than ever. But no, they're going to tell you to start buying silver after the price has already risen. That is literally investing backwards. Investing 101, buy low, sell high. These people are telling you to buy it while it's high because then it's convincing. But while it's low, it's not convincing. Don't buy it. It just doesn't make sense to me. And that's the difference between silver stackers and, the rest of them. But I do have a couple of articles I wanted to cover. This is talking about what silver prices are doing right now. If you missed my video earlier today, I made a channel update. I have an Instagram. I'll follow you back. There's a couple of different things I mentioned on there. I definitely recommend, if you are a fan of mine or if you watch my channel, to watch that video. It's a very, very important update. So silver markets initially tried to rally during the trading session on Tuesday, but found the $25 level to be a bit too much to get over. And that's okay, right? That's okay. Right now, we want silver to stay low. We really do. And I want it to stay low for another 5-10 years so I can rack up as much silver as I can for as cheap as possible. As a beginner, I'm sure you do want a little bit of confirmation. I mean, it is scary, especially if you have weak hands, especially if you start putting your hard-earned money into something that you're a little iffy about, or maybe, you still are on the fence, or maybe you're still on the sidelines and you're just waiting to see if you can get a good opportunity, or if it's even right for you. But before, if you are a beginner, or especially if you're on the sidelines, do your research, understand, what affects the markets, understand why silver's valuable. It's not valuable just because it's shiny. And there's a difference between investing into silver and investing into gold, right? There's a big difference. They're used for several different reasons, and the markets are affected in several different ways. So the market is likely to see a potential pullback, but we have a lot of support underneath. So this probably comes down to the US dollar more than anything else. If you watch the US dollar index, it could give you a heads up as to where we might go. We will see that inverse correlation continue, and they mean when the dollar index is high, gold and silver is low, and vice versa. It's inverse correlation. And that's something to take note of, because looking forwards, when we throw out stimulus, that's going to hurt the dollar, so gold and silver will be up. We will see that this inverse correlation will continue, especially as we had some US dollar strength late in the session, and we know that that's going to be very short-lived, especially heading on into the next year. So it is worth noting that we recently had broken above the 50-day EMA, and now it looks like we're trying to find plenty of buyers underneath, and I think there will be that. It is the holidays. This is usually a very bearish season for precious metals, but things are a little different nowadays. There's a lot of different players in the game. There's a lot of more cards on the line, right? And there's a lot of different environmental factors. I mean, we've never had a controversial election like this around the time also of a global pandemic and people needing stimulus with millions out of jobs. I mean, it's just a very unique situation. It really is like the stars have aligned. This pullback should be thought of as an opportunity to get in long again, and that's exactly what this is. It's an opportunity. You got to look at things either glass half full or glass half empty. Some people might look at this and say, it's a terrible investment. It's bearish. Look, it's a bear market. I told you silver is not worth anything. Told you silver is going to stay low. Or people could say, wow, it's cheap. So, going on. And in fact, when you look at the overall pattern, going back to the beginning of September, we have been grinding sideways, perhaps digesting those massive gains from the previous trading, meaning that it went into a little bit of a overbought territory, and now we might go into oversold territory, or vice versa. When prices extend that high, there has to be a correction. Just like Bitcoin, when it exploded to $18,000 a couple years ago, it corrected pretty fast, because when it goes up, it's going to go down, 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 down. You never want a market, you never want anything to just skyrocket up really fast, because there's no stability up there. It's going to crash just as fast, if not faster. If we want silver to stay at this $50 level, it has to gradually approach upwards. We're going to need some corrections. And it sounds weird, but the price has to go down for it to go even higher. So, this is important right here. I think it is very likely that we are going to see that offer a floor, or see that there's going to be a floor in the market. Value hunters will eventually come back in. People are definitely going to buy silver when it's cheap. People know that this isn't the right price for silver. People know it's undervalued. So I have no interest trying to short this market. There's no reason. To the upside, the $26 level would be an area to pay attention to, as it is the top of consolidation that we have seen. But if you are just buying this and holding, just buy it right now, hold on to it, for a couple decades, and sell it. There's no reason to get into the nitty-gritty. It's no reason to overanalyze or over-speculate or get in and start getting emotionally attached to the day-to-day prices. Leave that for the marginal traders, right? Leave that for the stock market traders. On Wednesday, spot silver retreated 2.5% to $23.95 after bouncing nearly 10% from its low in late November. U.S. stimulus hopes eased as investors expect lengthy debate in the Congress. Meanwhile, Bloomberg data showed that the total known ETF holdings of silver rose 1% so far in December, but still a very modest growth compared to the surge in demand during March to July. And rightfully so. I mean, we had $11 silver in March. So on a daily chart, spot silver remains on the downside despite the recent rebound. In fact, it has retreated after reaching a bearish trend line drawn from August, which makes sense. I mean, August we had $30 silver. Everyone was talking about it. News was talking about it. Friends, family, your dog, right? When silver's going up, and you really got to pay attention this next year, because once things settle down, once stimulus gets thrown out, or when it does, if it does, we're going to see a huge wave of people that have never invested a single dollar in their entire life, people that have transferred from stocks into silver and Bitcoin. And when I say Bitcoin, I mean precious metals and crypto are essentially the same thing. They have the same idea, right? They have the same type of idea. It's a rebellious type of investment. It goes against the dollar, and it is perfect for looking forwards. That's also why I talk about crypto a lot more, because it is more relevant. And as an investing channel, we have to look at all the opportunities. You need to branch out. I always talk about planting seeds and blossoming wealth. As an investor, what you want to do is plant a whole bunch of little seeds everywhere. You know, if it's stocks, whether it's gold, silver, crypto, plant a whole bunch of little seeds, and over time allow those seeds to grow. Every millionaire has at least 5 sources of income, right? I mean, I would never have made enough to really put a nice silver stack together if I wouldn't have made all that money from Bitcoin a couple of years ago. That's why I'm investing into this gold secured currency coin, GSX. I'm investing in this right now because I'm going to use that passive income, that immediate income, to buy more gold and silver. Right? You take different tools, flip those, and then put them into things like precious metals for the long term. If you want to check out that GSX coin, the link is in the description. It's a gold backed. This crypto is backed by physical gold. It's incredible. But anyways, what I'm saying is that people are going to realize that the dollar's weak. They're not going to trust banks. They're not going to trust governments. They're going to go into things like safe havens or crypto. Nowadays, we are in the new digital age, new digital era. People are investing are younger. They saw the Bitcoin boom. They know that there's proof. They saw the proof in the pudding that it can be profitable. People saw in August $30 silver that it can be profitable. People see the potential in these two. They realize that America's not going, or the entire economy is not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's only looking worse. People are going to catastrophize, they're going to over exaggerate, and they're going to get hit. They're going to get hit so hard because right now they don't know this is happening. See, we already know, so we can expect it when it happens. But imagine the people that think that everything is going to be better next year, that we're going to be in recovery phase next year. They are going to get hit with a brick wall when they see things get worse so much faster. And honestly, I think it's going to be within a couple of weeks when things really start to play out. And it's going to be a very fast, just cold smack, in the face. And it's going to throw everyone off. That's why we need to be prepared. Because most people are setting themselves up for failure, but they don't even have a choice. Because they don't even know about precious metals. They don't even know the situation we are in financially on a global scale. So they don't even have a choice. At least we do. We have a choice to invest to protect our future. So on a daily chart, spot silver remains on the downside. Now, it really doesn't matter though. If you are looking to buy in, and this is the only reason why you would want to check the prices daily, is if you are looking to buy more silver. Because why buy it right now if in a couple weeks it could be substantially lower or substantially higher? See, what I tell people, and this goes along with selling as well, is if you're looking to buy a lot of silver or sell a lot of silver, don't do it all at once, because then you have pegged your price at that. You've sold at that price. Your silver is never worth, it's never, okay, I'll put it like this. I could be selling so willing to sell it at. So I could have an ounce of silver and you could have an ounce of silver, but that our ounces, mine could be worth more, way more money than yours, or vice versa. Your ounce of silver could be worth a lot more than mine. It depends when we sell. So if you peg yourself, if you cap yourself at a certain price, that's your price. Now, you never want to cap yourself all at one price, because what if you start buying a whole bunch of silver at $24, but then in the next month or so, what if it gets down to 22, 21? You could have gotten a lot more. Or when it comes to selling, what if you jump the gun and sell at $35 next year because it's a really high price? We haven't seen those prices in forever. But then over the next 3-4 months, what if it gets to 55? You could have, got a lot more money for your silver. So what you do is spread it out. Maybe buy, 25%, or, how much you're going to invest, 25% right now. Monitor the markets over the next couple weeks, see which direction, watch my videos. You'll get a pretty good idea on, if the price is going to go higher or lower. Make your decision from then. You never want to go all in at once. That's gambling. We are investors, right? So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. Remember, I post daily videos. You got to be subscribed. I'll always give you guys the inside scoop. Always. Every single day. 1 or 2 videos a day. Always giving you guys the freshest, most up-to-date information on what you need to know. As you can see, this article was written December 10th. Today is December 10th. As you can see, this article was written December 9th, so the day before. So I'm always giving you guys the recent information. If you want to, if you're a person that doesn't like reading a lot or doesn't like, researching, just subscribe to my channel. Just watch my 10-15 minute long video real quick and you have your daily dose of information you need to know on a daily basis. And you cannot be blindly investing because there is a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on. And especially moving into next year, you're going to need to stay informed, right? And I got y'all. I got you. All you got to do is watch a 10-15 minute video a day and you got the inside scoop. I'll always keep you guys in the loop. So anyways, like I said, the link to these 2 articles will be in the description. Go check out my Instagram. I'll be following people back probably for the next week or so. So if you want to be followed by me, you can DM me. Check out, you can show me your silver stack or whatever you want. You can talk about silver with me. It's a great way to engage, and I'm excited to meet you guys. I've been talking to people all day and all night because tons of people have been following me, and I can't thank you guys enough. It's really cool. I love engaging with you guys. It's not the same as YouTube comments, right? A YouTube comment, I comment, or you can comment me, but I might not see it because there's so many comments and so many videos I post. But Instagram, you can DM me. I'll definitely see it. We can send pictures back and forth like we can't do on YouTube. It's just really cool. It's just a really cool way to engage with my audience. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.